'Tis the season to get sick. Great to have Sherry Torkos back on the show because we have somebody in our household that right now with just a nasty cough, and then you're going to worry about it spreading around to the rest of the house. So good to have you. The good time of the year for you to be here.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Just some reminders, you know what I mean, where we need to go. And I think initially is just like, okay, where do you sense the signs that something is coming?
Okay, so often the first sign of an infection is a temperature, a fever. So you want to have an accurate method to check your child's temperature. So I brought with me ear thermometer. This is a digital ear thermometer, and this is the Braun Thermoscan 7. So what I like about this is it has age precision technology. So what that means is it takes the guesswork out of taking a temperature, because sometimes you might get a reading and you might think, oh, is this high? Is this okay?
Where should it be?
Okay, so what this just does is you select the age range, put it in the air, 3 seconds, you get your result. And so it gives you a result. If it's green, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
So, because the definition of a fever changes based on the age. So what's normal for a 4-year-old could be a temperature for an infant, a fever. And when you have little ones, they have a fever, their body can't fight infection, they need to see a doctor. So a fever in less than 3 months of age, you need to see the doctor. For older kids or adults, rehydrate, lots of fluids.
Just lots of water.
Because when we have a fever, we're losing fluids. You can get dehydrated. So think lots of fluids.
Juice
is fine.
Juice is fine.
Chicken soup, fruit, all of that. So those are the ways that we treat and address fever. Don't put anybody in an ice bath. If you hear those recommendations online, ignore it. Cool compress on the forehead is best, and dress in layers. Okay, so at the first sign, you know, when you have that fever or the sore, scratchy throat, you feel it in your sinuses. This is a cold defense nasal spray. This is betadine. And so what you do is you spray this into the nostrils. So you do 2 sprays into each side. This is for 6 and above. And this helps to trap and disable viruses in the sinus passages. So if you get that at the first sign, it can help to prevent and reduce the duration.
Blueberries are good.
So you enjoy those blueberries, yes. And let's talk about another berry, which is elderberry. So elderberry is in this product here. This is called Sambucol. And Sambucol has been around for decades. It's a very widely researched form of black elderberry. Black elderberry is rich in antioxidants, immune support. So they have this new formula. It's day and night capsules. This also has echinacea, vitamin C, zinc, white willow. And the night capsules have valerian, so you get a good night's sleep. Because often when we're sick, we can't sleep at night.
Very well. So moving right along, we want to make sure that we get to everything here.
Yes, let's talk about the symptom in your household, which is
cough. Just this nasty cough.
Oh, terrible. And when we have an infection, our body produces mucus to try to fight the infection. And sometimes that just stays in your chest and you need to get rid of it. So this Prospan by Helixia, this is an expectorant. It helps to loosen the secretions, thin the mucus so that you can get rid of it. So it helps with the cough. There's 2 formulas for kids and for adults. And this is free of dye, sugar, chemicals, ingredients that parents and pharmacists don't want to recommend.
We got a minute left. Where do we want to go?
So let's talk about sore throats, because that's another uncomfortable symptom. Certainly you can suck on hard lozenges and candies and things like that. This is the Sambucol pastilles, so that's actually therapeutic, helps to soothe the sore throat. The betadine, they have sore throat spray, which is great. A little bit of honey.
A little honey. Honey works here too.
Honey is good. It's very good for sore throat. Very coating. Now, the other thing we want to talk about is managing that dry winter air. We have our heaters on this time of year. The air is dry. You wake up, your nose, your eyes are dry. So run your humidifier, especially in your bedroom at night. And when you have somebody that has a cough, this moisture that you add to the air, it works. In fact, in the wintertime, the air inside can be as dry as the Sahara Desert. So add moisture. It makes breathing easier and makes your eyes feel better in the morning. And lastly, if you have an infant, you can use a nasal aspirator to relieve the mucus.
Look at you, got to it all.
Got it all.
CACH.com/morninglive. Merry Christmas, Sherry Torkos.
Merry Christmas. Nice to see you.
You too.
Happy holidays, everybody.